Hello to all of my American Heritage Girl leaders. Since we have the impending hurricane and the weather that's been kind of crazy, I talked with the board and we've just decided to do our leadership meeting here online. So I promise it won't be 2 hours, and hopefully we'll be done in 10 or 15. That's my goal. So what I would like to do is to pause. I would like for you to pause me for a minute and find your girl handbook. We're going to go over some stuff in there. And in your folder that you got at orientation, maybe you've rearranged things, but really what I would like for you to take a look at is the calendar. So grab your book and your calendar and pause it and come back, please. Alrighty. So there are 4 things that I'm going to be going over with you now, and our meeting will be over. The first is our opening and our flag ceremony. We have felt like it's just been a little chaotic without a specific place for the girls to stand. And as far as the flag ceremony itself, the venue in Oak Tree, the ceilings are quite low, and so the flagpole is bonking the ceiling, the flag is draping on the floor, and so there's really no order. So we have come up with some solutions, which are as follows. Leaders, if you can please arrive by 6 o'clock, pick up your basket of name badges as well as your clipboard for attendance. And new this week, you will see a squad poster, a sign that will have your squad's name on it. For example, Tender Heart Stars. We are going to attempt to bring some order to it. Thank you to Samantha Ewing for making our little signs, and we'll see how it goes on Monday. So once you collect those things, leaders, you will pass out the name badges to the girls in your squad during the mingle time or once you get back to the room. It's really up to you. But the parents don't need to do anything at all. They don't need to sign in. They don't need to get the badge. They can certainly stay there for our opening ceremonies. Actually, I would encourage them to, because we do announcements and it would be beneficial for the parents to hear that. But they don't have to. If they're keeping up with Troop Track and if you're communicating with them regularly, then they should be fine. At the end of the night, Teresa wanted me to mention to please return all of those above items that we just mentioned, the squad sign, the basket of names, as well as the clipboard. Please return those to the same table. They will be exactly where they've been the last couple of weeks, off to the left as soon as you walk into Oak Tree at that long skinny table. So please put that back so Teresa doesn't have to hunt down the clipboards and the name baskets from you. Samantha Ewing, our troop treasurer, she has a diagram that we will have on hand on Monday, but we will have a little we'll have the poster, and you will stand in a line with your squads. She described it to me as like being rays off of a sun, so we'll see how sunshiny we look on Monday. We will be standing in lines, and it will be like one little girl right after the other, like a little row of duckies. The girls can take turns holding the squad sign. They can take turns being the line leader. But we do need to bring some order to it because it's been rather crazy. Tender Hearts will be over off to the left, and the Explorers will be off to the right. So as soon as our opening ceremonies are over, the girls should be able just to turn around, do an about face, and then the end girl becomes the line leader as the girls head off to their rooms. 6:10, Cindy Aitken. She is going to do some music for us every week. She'll start a little after 6, and at 6:10, she will always start with the Creed and the Oath song. Sometimes she'll do some worship songs, sometimes she'll do camp songs, but at 6:10, she'll always start singing the Creed and the Oath, and that's going to be everyone's sign. Places everybody to take your place in their squad lines. And at 6:15, we will start with the pledge and the oath and the creed and the announcements, and then a closing prayer. Hi, baby. You're so pretty with that headband. Okay. So another problem we've had in the opening ceremony is the flags. They're just too big. They bonk the ceiling. They just get pulled over on the ground, and from where we have been entering, the girls have to go under 2 doorways. And we've only really used Pippas and Explorers so far for the flag ceremony. Our girls are only going to get smaller with the Tender Hearts and the Pathfinders, and so it's going to become more and more difficult. So the flags are a little big for our venue, and we don't want to be disrespectful to the flag. At the same time, we see there's so much value in teaching the importance of the respect for our American flag. So we are going to modify our flag ceremonies. We will do a full flag ceremony once a month. That will be the last meeting of every month. We're going to spend some time doing a proper flag ceremony at family camp. Hopefully by then we will have ironed out all of the little wrinkles. And it's just new. It's new for us, and it's new for many of you all. And last year and in years past, the Pippas have been the only ones to really lead that. And so now we're just kind of starting from the ground. And that's fine. We're not expected to do it perfectly. So if you, in your notice in your white binder that I passed out when we were at our leadership retreat, I believe it's called Leader Survival Guide, American Heritage Girls has issued some updates to the flag etiquette and the flag ceremony. So if you would please go over that on your own, as well as with the girls in your units, that would be extremely beneficial leading up to our family camp in just a couple of weeks. Let's see, what else did I want to mention about that? Yes, your girls really, by participating in the flag ceremony and at family camp, going over this and doing it as a group, all of the girls pretty much will have done all of the requirements on page 110 in their girl handbook for the badge called Our Flag. If you have already planned out all of your badges for this year, this one may be one that you can just write home about and suggest to the parents, hey, we've really done a lot of these requirements, but you may want to spend just a little time at home going over it and have your daughter submit it as independent badge work. If you have not come up with all of the badges that you're going to work on as a squad this year, that might be an easy one to knock out. But I did just want to comment that a lot of these requirements for our flag we do it just by nature of our ceremonies. So what do we do on the other weeks when we are not doing the pomp and circumstance, color guard, attention, all of those components to the flag ceremony? Well, we certainly will still do the Pledge of Allegiance. We will have the flags posted already before the girls arrive. So we will just take care of all that prior, and the flags will just sit in their bases. So we'll still pledge to the flag. We'll still recite our oath and our creed. There will be announcements, and then Samantha will lead us in a prayer. We will have a schedule for the squads to lead those recitations from their squad lines. So when the Explorer Red group, when it's their turn, they will just lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, the oath, and the creed from their line. They don't need to go up, no moving around. It'll just be from their line. Kelly Florence is going to be the one who will be making that schedule, and she will be the one, if you have any questions about the ceremony, the flag component, you can talk to her. On the 1 week per month that we are doing the flag ceremony, just because it is going to take some time for us all to learn how to do it. We will be delegating that to the PIPAs, and Kelly will be coordinating with that. So Frida and Diana, please don't worry. There's no more work being added to your already full plate. We will work on that with the girls of your troop, of your squad. Something else that we decided on is that on the second Monday of every month, Samantha, our troop treasurer, Samantha is not our troop treasurer. Samantha is our troop shepherd. She will be doing a troop devotional at our opening ceremony. And it's not going to be very long, and I'm looking forward to it. She has got an amazing gift of being a shepherdess. That's really what the Lord has created her to do and to be, and I'm really excited to see what she will be sharing with us. Once Samantha closes us in prayer during our opening ceremony, your squad can just turn around and head out to your rooms. If you have a younger squad, such as Pathfinders or Tenderhearts, and the bathroom breaks during your squad time are getting to be more and more frequent, you might want to start by having your girls stop off at the bathrooms before you head to your rooms. That would be with 2 deep leadership, because everybody would be there. Leaders, you would stay outside of the bathroom while the girls come and go. Or you might want to suggest that once Miss Cindy starts the music at 6 o'clock, that might be when you can suggest for the girls to go ahead and take a potty break. Hello to my 8-year-old son, Dima. Potty, yes. So at the end of the night, please, like I said earlier, please return your clipboards, your name badges, and your squad signs to the table where you picked them up. All right, so that is our first item on our agenda. That would be the opening ceremony. We've got 3 more items to discuss. Second, communication with parents. Parents like to come and take care of business prior to the flag ceremony. I have been busy, as has Lynn. Lynn's been busy too, but we would like to participate in the flag ceremony as well. So we will not be taking any payments from parents, nor will we be conducting any troop business in room 302 until after the flag ceremony. So if you know of a parent that needs to talk to us or that needs to pay money, all business will take place in room 302. That's over in the Explorer hallway, and that will be following the flag ceremony. Now, here's something I'm going to crack down on. Information is already slipping through the cracks. I am a biggie on communication. Really, 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 truly, I want you to be sending an email to your families and your squads once a week. I understand things happen, so if it gets every other week, every now and then, that's okay. There's much grace. But really, I want to have you communicating with your parents once a week. I've already received emails from about two people, 2 in person and 1 email saying, I don't know what's going on, but I haven't heard from my daughter's leader at all. I don't even know how to contact her. How do I get in touch with her? And we've already met several times. So by now, I really would have expected that all of you would have sent that email out to your families. So I hope that you all have sent them, and perhaps you just forgot to CC me on those emails, but I really would like to be CC'd so I can be in the know. So when I have those parents come up to me, I can say, oh, well, I'm on that email thread as well, and let's see what we can do about it. Let's take care of it. So in Awana's classical conversations, Sunday school classes, anything that's out there, typically there's some sort of schedule, such as please send your weekly emails out by a certain date. This morning we did our CPR training, and there were several ladies who were leaders, as well as all of the board members there. And we discussed it, and it seems like you can certainly pick your own date that you want to send your emails, but by Friday of every week, I would like for you to have communicated with your families via email. You can mention what you covered that past Monday, what you will be covering the following Monday, what service projects your squad is working on, if you have any special events, just anything, prayer requests that the girls have laid out for their friends to be praying for. But I would like your emails to go out by Friday. I will be sending out a troop-wide email probably on Sunday. If there's nothing really to say, I probably won't send out an email. But by Sunday is when I will send that information out. So please add my email address to your address book of squad addresses. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, moving on. Now we are on number 3. And I'm going to call number 3 refreshers. That's just information that we've already talked about that we need to go over maybe once again. All right, if you get out your calendar, I would like to draw your attention to October the 5th. This is new this year. American Heritage Girls has laid this out for us pretty easily. It's pretty step by step. I was the level award coordinator last year for the PIPAs, and I loved it. I really, really loved it. And I can see how implementing these new practices and the new deadlines, it makes the whole level award process much easier. So let's take a look at October the 5th. It says level award commitment due. Level awards have been broken down into, I believe it's 5 deadlines. So you're really not scrambling in March trying to get it done. They also have, AHG has put out there a level award leader packet, leader resource guide. That's important information. You can read it at your leisure. Pretty much Kay Bull is handling that for the Tender Hearts and for the Explorers. And this year we only have 2 girls that are working towards that in the PIPA group. So I am working with Frida and Diana with that. So there's 2 girls that I'm working with, older girls. Please pay close attention to these due dates. Even though you may not know what it is, or if your daughter's not pursuing her level award, you probably don't even know what it is, then that's fine. But please convey to your parents that those are important due dates. So for this coming Monday, the girls who are working on their level awards need to have the commitment section due. You can relay that to your parents, and if they have any questions, they can talk to Kay or myself. So if just by chance, if you don't have your calendar in front of you, I wanted to give you those dates. It's pretty much once a month that something is due. October the 5th and November the 2nd, January the 4th, February the 1st, and March the 7th. Also, I want you to write these 2 dates down. These are dates that independent badge work is due. Not in the squads, but this is when the paperwork and the money is due to our advancement manager and to Lynn, our treasurer. So December the 7th, as well as April 11th. Now, if you had anyone in your squad turn in summer badge work, you know that you have to review it with them, and then that piece of paper that you sign off on has to go to the parent, who then has to take it to room 302 to have it processed and paid for. So even though those due dates are December the 7th and April the 11th, you will want to make your due date at least a week earlier, so we don't have back and forth running with badge work papers. So those are the dates that the parents will need to pay Lynn in 302, but please let your parents know what your specific deadline is. We have some squads that say the second Monday of every month is when we will do show and tell and share badge work. If you want to do that, that is great. I like order, and so that's probably something I would do. You might be fly by the seat of your pants, and just when the girls are ready, they can bring it in. Whatever works for you, but please just communicate that with your families. All right, service hours. It was my desire to put the responsibility of service hours on the parents through Troop Track. But in order to allow parents the privilege to sign in to record service hours, I would also have to give them privilege to change or to order badges and to mark off badge work. And I'm not comfortable with that. So, for now, in Troop Track, you can have your parents print off a blank service log. That's in the share badge. If you're on a desktop computer, at the top right-hand side, share, troop documents, and it's service log. They just keep tally of it by hand, and then when it's time to pay for their service out on those two due dates, December the 7th and April the 11th, the parent will take that to 302 and will pay Lynn, and we will keep track of that. So if a girl tries to give you their service log, let them know that that's between the parent, the treasurer, and the advancement manager. We don't need you all to have to get into all of that independent stuff. Alrighty, still going over the refreshers. Buddy system, I wanted to talk about what that looks like in Oak Tree. When a girl has to go to the bathroom, what does that mean? What does that look like? We have to maintain 2 deep leadership in all situations. From the time they get to Oak Tree until the time their parent signs them out, there must be 2 deep leadership. So if a girl says, I need to go to the bathroom, you can't just say, you know where it is, go and come back. She must be with a buddy, and your eyes have to match eyes with either a board member or a ninja dad in the hallway, and you need to communicate these 2 girls are going to the bathroom. At that time, the 2 girls can walk to the bathroom. The board member and ninja dad will stand outside of the bathroom. Typically, there's more than one of us wandering in the hallway, so you're fine. You've got to stay in your classroom, because then you would be leaving the other girls with 1 leader. So it'll have to be just a lock eyes sort of thing for them to go to the bathroom. And then when she comes back, same thing. Ninja dad can escort them or can just look at the leader if the leader is kind of out in the hallway. And that's what we need to do. But I keep seeing random girls going to the bathroom, and just wanted to share with you buddy system and 2 deep leadership. And also, this is important time to be able to talk about the buddy system as we are coming up on camp. Even though it is family camp, there's safety in numbers, and so we need to encourage these girls to never go off by themselves. I think we'll be spread out at family camp, because some of us are staying in cabins, some of us are in tents, some of us are in pop-ups, and so personally, I'm okay with my daughter rolling to another tent site to see if her friend so-and-so can play, but I don't want to send her on her own. So I would tell her, well, you need a buddy, so go with so-and-so, or I'll go with you. But let's try to encourage our girls to stay with a buddy during the week of camp as well. All right, kind of on the same 2 deep leadership. We've talked about opening ceremony. Let's talk about the end of the night as well. We still have to maintain 2 deep leadership until the very last girl leaves. So co-leaders. One should not be leaving before the other if there are girls still in the classroom. If your daughter is in a class, we have worked out a system with the ninja dads to retrieve the girls from one class and take them to their mother at another class. So unless you do not want the ninja dads transporting your daughter, several of you do not, and that's totally fine. You've let me know. They're not on the list. The ninja dads know where to go, who to get, and where to deliver them to. Unless you have a classroom on the same hallway as your daughter. So this would be Pippa's, Pathfinders, and Tenderhearts. You all are on the same hallway. So I'm just going to use Diana as an example. Diana's Pippa class is at the front of the hallway. Her daughter Chloe is in a Tenderheart classroom that's more towards the end of the hallway. I am totally fine, and if you all are as well, if they're on your hallway, just eyeball with your daughter's leader and watch your daughter walk from her classroom to your classroom. So that should take care of the too deep leadership, and that gets your daughter to you. If it gets to the point where it's too chaotic, you're a squad leader, you've got parents at your door wanting to ask questions and to sign girls out, and you just never make eye contact with your daughter's leader, let us know, because we can add your daughter to the Ninja Dad list. And that way the Ninja Dad will bring your daughter to you. If you are a leader, please don't feel that you have to go get your girl. We will certainly work the Ninja Dads who are too deep, going to get the girls who are on the list and delivering them to their mother's rooms. But please don't leave your classrooms until all of the girls are taken care of, until all of the girls are picked up. We have got to maintain too deep leadership. And then at the end of the night, just tidy your rooms. Please make sure the rooms are tidier and cleaner than when you first got in there. When you are done, if the chairs were on top of the desks, please put them back on top of the desks. Please make sure the chairs are pushed in. And if you could please put the trash can by the door and turn the lights off, that'll be our sign that you guys have checked your room and everything is like it should be. And when we leave, Will Bond, he comes back and he sweeps every room, he dumps the trash, and so we just want to make his job as easy as possible. We're using the space, so we can certainly put the trash can by the door. Alrighty. So, October, we are nearing the end of our leaders meeting. Woo-hoo! Alright, if you can look at your October calendar, you see that the Pen Pal registration is underway. You probably got an email. I haven't read it, so I'm just going to say check your email. That came from corporate. They do all of that. We don't take care of any of the registration or matching up the girls. That's all corporate. Okie dokie. Oh. That's Samantha Ewing calling me. I'll tell her I'll call her back. Alright, so now let's look at the Chesapeake Waterways Heritage Festival. It's free. This is one of my favorite, kind of like Chesapeake's best kept secrets. I'm just going to read to you the little blurb. It's a family event, not a drop-off event. Located on the intercoastal waterways in Chesapeake, the Waterways Heritage Festival is truly a rich celebration of Chesapeake's waterways and cultural heritage. That goes for Norfolk, Portsmouth, Virginia Beach as well. The festival hosts exhibitors and vendors who display, demonstrate, and sell handmade crafts, including baked goods, basketry, beekeeping, doll making, fiber arts, fine arts, glass blowing, handbags, historic bateaus, jams, jewelry, knitting, lamb, live music, pottery, quilting, sewing, shaker boxes, sheep shearing, soap making, spinning, storytelling, weaving, wood carving, and more. There are plenty of things to do that day, and we will be meeting as a group at 10:30. This is a special event. Please have your girls wear their spirit wear. Please RSVP. there really are a lot of things to do in the way of badge work. If the girls want to work on their independent badge work, a lot from the Heritage Frontier. They could do a lot of independent badge work from the Heritage Frontier. We did it a couple of years ago, and I think we were able to get 2 or 3 badges. Let's see. Dawn of Our Country, you can work on some things. Probably Freedom Seekers, perhaps. Native American badge, Our Heritage badge, possibly even World Heritage. So there's a lot in there. If you are one that wants to work on independent badge work with your girls, that's a great weekend. It's 2 days. We're just going to meet at 10:30 as a group. I'll take attendance. I'll track that and troop track, but your girls would get credit for a troop activity if they attended that. No meeting on October the 12th. It's Columbus Day. October the 19th, it's a Monday, we will be passing out the C's candy bars for our fall fundraiser. The candy bars will be delivered to your squad room. So when the parents come to sign their girls out, please send their candy bar boxes home with them. And if you have any questions, talk to our fundraising manager, Stephen Simotis. He will be there. No, there's dinner, I think. Ask Papa. Okay. All right, camping, family camp at KOA. I apologize profusely about the confusion with the reservations. They really want us there. I'm sorry that so many of you have had trouble with this weather this past week. Their power has been down. If you called this week and it rolled over to the national number, it was because the local number, they just had lost power and they didn't have the means to answer the phone. There are several women who work at the front desk who will be more than happy to help you. When you ask for Jennifer Wimberly, she's the one we're dealing with, the very nice ladies will say, I can help you with that, but really, they can't. So Jennifer said the best way to get in touch with her is to send her an email with your name, what type of site you want, and the dates, that you're with American Heritage Girls, your phone number, and she will return the call to you. You can certainly try calling KOA and asking for Jennifer Wimberly, but she has various hats that she wears at the campground, and so she is not always available to take calls. So she said the best way is to write an email, and she will follow up. If you don't hear from her, send her another email or give her a call, but she is the only one besides the owner, Barb, who happens to be on a 2-week mission trip to Haiti right now, so you probably won't get in touch with Barb. But please talk to Jennifer Wimberly. The last time I checked, there was like 1 or 2 cabins left, so if you want a cabin, you really need to get on there and reserve it. The cabins, actually, if you wanted a cabin, a deluxe cabin, there's a better discount, and that's all listed on Troop Track. So please refer to Troop Track. All right, so here's how we're going to go with the plans for the weekend, family camp weekend. The Friday night plans, we can start setting up on our sites at 3 p.m. If you have reserved a primitive site, you will be with a little row or group of American Heritage Girl families who have all reserved primitive sites. If you've reserved a site that has hookups, you will be in a different area, but you will be with all of the HG families that have reserved for that particular kind. So we do not have a specific American Heritage Girl area because we are utilizing all of the different various venues, campsites. No matter what your campsite is, arrive at 3, let them know at the front that you're American Heritage Girl, just to make sure, to clear up any confusion with money. Barb will be back for that. Set up camp, and then at 5:30, we're going to gather at the pavilion for potluck dinner. You probably got that email about the Sign Up Genius We're just trying to make it as easy as possible. We've got people who need to set up tents and unload, and so we were going with, well, if we just do stuff that you can make at home or bring in a crock pot or pick up at the store even, that would free up some time to set up camp, to be able to enjoy fellowship with one another. Hey, buddy, Isaiah's here. Ask Papa. And we will be providing lemonade, and we will be providing dessert, but we will not be providing cups or plates or silverware. Since we are camping, we are assuming that you will have your own camping dishes, your own mess kits. So please just bring them Friday to the potluck. Okay, after dinner, we will do our award ceremony. This is the first time, to my knowledge, that we've attempted anything like this in the fall. So it's new for us, and it should be new for you, but we're going to totally have fun doing it. The sun will be setting, so it'll be dark. That'll be really cool. The ladies are working on some cool illuminary type decorations. We'll do our award ceremony. Those who have earned their joining award will get their joining award. The girls who are already AHG members will have a rededication ceremony. And then we have a handful of girls who have earned independent badge work over the summer. We will do that. And then, following the ceremony, we will all pitch in and clean up, and then we will all roast s'mores. And at the ceremony, the girls will get a glow necklace. So all the girls will be in their little glow necklaces. And that'll be it for Friday night. Saturday, we've got a family, the Febreze. They would like to lead the girls in morning exercises. That's fine with me. I say more power to you at 8 o'clock. So there's optional PT at 8 a.m., followed by a flag ceremony at 10. That's when we're going to work a little more with explaining why we cross flags, why we say what we say. And then at 10:30, we're going to have unit gatherings. It would be extremely nice if all unit leaders were present. I understand that some of you can't make it, and you have to do what you have to do. Totally understandable. If you are not planning on being at family camp, if you could please see if there is a parent in your squad who is planning on going, if they could agree to be that 2D leadership person. The morning squad work is going to be broken down pretty much by squads. The PIPAs voted in their unit, and they'll be working on their their outdoor skills badge. Simultaneously, we were going to do the Pathfinder Tenderheart Camp at Kelly Florence's house, where the Tenderhearts and Pathfinders would be earning the outdoor skills badge. Because of weather, that was canceled. It looks like weather will be bad next week. So we're canceling the Tenderheart Pathfinder evening camping trip. We are doing all of those activities at family camp. So the Tenderhearts and the Pathfinders and the PIPAs are already working on outdoor skills badge at family camp. So that leaves you, explorers. When the little girls and big girls are working on their outdoor skills badge, you pretty much have free reign with your girls. If you want to stay in separate squads, Explorer Blue and Explorer Red, and work on badges that you already have discussed, go for it. If you want to jump in and say, hey, let's do outdoor skills since everyone else is doing it, that's fine as well. For explorers, that's 6 requirements that are mandatory, plus 2 additional. If you want to divide it and say, hey, Explorer Blue, how about you take 4 and we're Explorer Red and we'll take 4 and work together, you can do that. There are some parents who noted on their parent pledge that they want to help. They're willing to help with outdoor skills. So I'll tell you their names. I have not discussed this with them specifically about family camp. I'm going to leave that up to you, Explorer parents. Ray Corey, her daughter Hannah is in Explorer Blue. C.A. Rhodes, her daughter Gemma, is a younger girl, but C.A. has expressed interest in outdoor skills. Misty Wood, she's got a younger girl, but she also has expressed interest. Let's see, Mr. Byman, I've not talked to them about this, but he is an Eagle Scout. Let's see, I also made a list of brothers. The Spence boys are Boy Scouts. Karen Vermock's brother and the Barnes, Jonah Barnes, and then also Teresa's boys, the Johnson boys. So there are some people out there who are more than willing to help. I was looking through the badge, and if you just look on page 244 of Outdoor Skills for Explorers, number 8, looks like you would need rope. Of course, the troop would provide that if you needed that. 9 is about plants in your area that would cause illness or injury during your adventures. That's something you guys could probably throw together. Number 10, learn how to properly hold a compass. The troop has about a dozen of those, and so that would be something that you could do out there. 12, basic knife safety. This is kind of what I was thinking about for the having the Boy Scouts or maybe some of the dads be involved with. If you decide to do this at family camp, the knife policy is that we have to put knife on the packing list in order for it to be used. It's just got to be on the packing list. And of course not used unless it is regarding the badge work. Number 3, it's first aid, how to stop bleeding, treat burns, etc. You can read that yourself. I'm aware of 3 parents that are medical doctors. You can talk to them. Maybe they can do something once you get back into your squads, maybe, in November or December sometime. Mr. Byman, well, I guess they're doctors. Dr. Byman, Dr. Vest, and Dr. Loma Miller. Those are 3. If you want their contact information, just let me know. Or maybe you just want to do something totally different with your squad explorers. That's totally fine as well. So then we're going to take a lunch break after our morning session. In the afternoon, there are tons of things that we can do. We can hike. There's a big old trampoline type thing. There's cornhole, a big grassy field. Pippas probably will be continuing to work on their badge work. And Tender Hearts Explorers, if you want to continue working on badge work, that's fine as well. I don't want it to be just nothing planned or scheduled. I just want to see us having fun, enjoying the time that we have together. And then on Sunday, we will have a service, a church service. We will have some worship. And then we'll also have a devotional by the Ewing families. And then we'll break camp. So that's all I have for you today. Let's see. I don't remember what time I started. I know I said 10 or 15 minutes, and it looks like it's been at least 20. So I'm sorry, but it's not 2 hours. And you can even watch your pajamas. Watch from wearing your pajamas. All right, the next leader meeting is Sunday, November the 1st. Please bring something to share, to nibble on, some brownies or a tub of grapes. We will be discussing the Veterans Day Parade that we will be assisting with, the Chocolate Festival, which is a fundraiser, candy sales, and I want you to think about one area of that you would like for us to focus on, do you want to know more about level awards? Do you want to know more about independent badge work? Or perhaps navigating troop track? How to track things, how to send an email, how to look for the service log. Perhaps you would like to know more about how to navigate AHG Connect. That's with the Leader Forum. That's with all of the resources that AHG gives you. If you're doing a certain badge, you can go on AHG Connect and They've got everything listed there, helps and resources and answers to a lot of the questions that are in the Girl Handbook. But I want to hear from you. I don't want to assume that you want to know more about it. Level Awards when you've had it up to your ears with Level Awards. So please let me know. I want you to vote. It's kind of like the girls. Vote on badge work. Vote on what you want to know more of. So that's in November. And I think that's it. Thank you to all of you who have registered your Kroger card with our troop number. We got a check for $50. If you have not gotten a Kroger card, look, it's as easy as shop, swipe, and earn. We had $50 check that we deposited, and that was just from 7 households that had registered, and that was only for the month of August. So this fundraiser has the potential to be amazingly wonderful for us, but we do have to utilize it. We currently have 77 girls enrolled in 50-something families, so we could really maximize the program. All right, I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks. Bye.